welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Jubilee and Sun City Radio Sketa, Saboba FM Saboba, and A1 Radio Bolgatanga. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. This morning, Finance Ministry and the Ghana Revenue Authority commit Ghana to a 10-year contract worth over $1 billion, which is not benefiting the state.
That's that 3 billion. That's why I told you from the beginning. I said I don't know about this 3 billion.
We cannot say your intervention saved 3 billion.
No, I said 3 billion. I've told you that I'm not aware.
We bring you details of a revenue assurance contract to SML Ghana, a company that has admitted to making false claims about its services and savings to the government. Also, minority allege a grant scheme to benefit from shady corrupt deals in the procurement of new ambulances.
We are thinking about importing another 112 new ambulances. What is it that we cannot get money to maintain the fleet we have, but we are still buying more?
We'll bring you details of that story in business.
International Monetary Fund reschedules board meeting on the second tranche of $600 million for Ghana to January 11 next year. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And the government will be upon his shoulder.
With thrilling performances from Joe, Matthew, Celestine, Donko, Neoka, and others, we'll tell you about how staff, listeners, and corporate personalities have been treated to some good tunes at the 2023 Joy FM 9 Lessons and Carols.
Joy has been my joy, and always, whenever there's a program, the joy goes to the peak.
These are more come here with me, Mami Nyamiche Thompson. This is Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible journalism. In our first story, a year-long investigation by the Fourth Estate has revealed that the Finance Ministry and the Ghana Revenue Authority have committed Ghana to a 10-year contract that will cost the country over $1 billion. The revenue assurance contract was first awarded to Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited in 2020. The company claimed, among others, that it had saved Ghana over 3 billion cedis due to its operations. When the Fourth Estate confronted it with evidence, it denied making the claim, despite having it on the company's website, even as of this morning. Here are excerpts of the investigative piece.
The company started operations in 2020. From the revenue figures we obtained from the GRA, the difference in the total revenue from the downstream petroleum sector between 2019 and 2020 is 800 million cedis. If all the increment was attributed to the work of the company, it will still fall short of the 1 billion cedis it claimed to have saved. In February 2023, SML Ghana Limited again claimed that it had saved 3 billion cedis due to its operations. When we put these figures to the managing director, he made a shocking admission.
That's why that 3 billion. I'm not. That's why I told you from the beginning. I said I don't know about this 3 billion.
We cannot say your intervention saved 3 billion.
No, I said 3 billion. I'm not. I've told you that I'm not aware, because when we were told about the publication, we even called it.
As we speak this morning, still on your website.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In fact, to be honest, I don't even know website matter.
Potentially, and I use potentially advisedly, we consider it duplicitous. However, we have agreed that we want to meet with them and understand the real rationale for which they also want to do an automatic tank gauging system.
Chief Executive Officer of the National Petroleum Authority, ending an excerpt of the investigative documentary by Evans Aziamo Mensah, Adwa Adobio Wusu, and Manasseh Zuri Awoni of the Fourth Estate. The documentary airs on Joy News at 7:40 a.m. and on the Super Morning Show at 8:30 a.m. Do make a date. Now to Parliament. The minority is alleging a grand scheme by some government officials to benefit unduly from the importation of new ambulances. According to Ranking Member on the Health Committee, Kwabena Minta Akando, despite the lack of servicing on the current ambulance fleet, government went ahead to import 26 new ambulances, out of which only 10 were delivered. The Draboso MP also says government is seeking to import another set of 112 ambulances.
When we don't have a sustainable source of even maintaining the already existing fleets, we are thinking about importing another 112 new ambulances. Mr. Speaker, if somebody is not thinking about, kickback, what is it that we cannot get money to maintain the fleet we have, but we are still buying more? We are behaving like somebody who is fetching water into a cane basket.
Well, Mr. Akande also criticized the National Vaccine Institute of planning to use a major chunk of the 78 million cedis budgeted for them to organize seminars and conferences.
We have allocated as much as 78 million Ghana cedis to this small institute. Out of the 78 million Ghana cedis, they are going to use 2.5 million Ghana cedis for international seminars and conferences. 2.5. Mr. Speaker, that is not enough. They are going to use about 3.4 million Ghana cedis for local seminars and conferences, the one they are hosting. So, Mr. Speaker, together, they are using more than 5 million Ghana cedis in another economy for seminars and conferences.
You had MP for Draboso and Ranking Member on the Health Committee, Kwabena Minta Akando. Now we take you to an extraordinary setting where, amidst the serene backdrop of a cemetery, educators at Tamfiano DA Basic School contend not only with other voices but also with the regular grazing of sheep that mingle with the noise of passing cars and motorcycles. The pupils struggle to carve out moments to focus and learn in class due to their deplorable pavilion structure. Through it all, Tamfiano DA Basic School remains a beacon of hope, a symbol of unwavering community spirit. Sarah Mablan D'Souza with this week's episode of Ghana Schools of Shame, sandwiched between a cemetery and a sheep pen.
Nestled in the heart of Tamfiano, a serene village in the Nkranza North District of the Bono East region, is the Tamfiano DA Basic School, a school with a unique set of challenges. It is the first school I have seen that serves as a burial ground and a sheep's pen. Yes, a cemetery and sheep pen sandwiched school, or describe it as between the final resting place of the departed and the bustling activity of a sheep pen.
Esan say ye school mu hai enye ade papa say ye betina ma sua ade nti ye sua ade kra na ye ho tete.
We feel uncomfortable when learning. The bleating from goats, conversations from passers-by, and moving cars distract our lessons. We can barely hear our teachers when they teach.
Class teacher nature say yes, the
animals sometimes enter our classrooms while we are learning, and we would have to stop and drive them away. Our attention is always divided because while listening to the teacher, you're also tempted to focus on conversations and activities going on outside. And that was Abla D'Souza's report. Now with back-to-back hits from some of Ghana's finest gospel acts, patrons got some good musical treatment at Joy FM's Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols last night. Here's a wrap of the event by my colleague James Oveji.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder.
For the umpteenth time, the Joy Brands, led by your superstation Joy 99.7 FM, brought staff, corporate Ghana, and its discerning audience together to mark Christmas at the Labadi Beach Hotel. The night was set to a good start with a melodious performance by the Grace Chorale International, bringing many to the dance floor, including Nana Udiasa the First, Lexis Bio. Media personality Nanaba Namwa kickstarted the lessons with the first scripture.
Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you that you should not eat?
In his exaltation, Bishop Clyde Maud from the Action Chapel urged the Joy brand to maintain the high level of standard in its delivery.
Because you are fearless and you are fearless and you are what? There's something. You are credible. The fearlessness and the credibility did not come because you chose to do it. It came.
And that's how we end the bulletin here. Now, top story: Finance Ministry and Ghana Revenue Authority commit Ghana to a 10-year contract worth over $1 billion, which is not benefiting the state. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is business.